Hi, this is Jane from Fixed Career. If you are going to an endoscopy nurse job interview, you must be well prepared for the most common questions asked. In this video, I'll go through the 10 most common endoscopy nurse interview questions and tell you how to answer those. In addition, I'll give you an example answer to each question so that you can start building your own. Without further ado, let's get started to make sure you nail that interview. Tell me something about yourself. One of the most common endoscopy nurse interview questions is, "Tell me about yourself." This question is usually asked at the beginning of the interview to get a better understanding of who you are. Therefore, when responding to the question, you should give a brief overview of your experience, skills, and personal qualities. Example answer. I am George, a husband and a father of one. I am a certified endoscopy nurse and have been working in the field for the past 5 years. In my previous job, I was responsible for scrubbing in and assisting with procedures, as well as providing post-procedure care. I am a team player and have a bedside manner. I am also available to work any shift. What drew you to endoscopy nursing? Interviewers often ask this question to get a better understanding of your motivation for wanting to work in endoscopy nursing. Most interviewers will be looking for a response that shows that you decide to take up endoscopy nursing due to passion or interest in the field. Example answer. I have always been interested in surgery and was drawn to endoscopy nursing because it is a less invasive surgical procedure. I am also interested in the technical aspects of endoscopy nursing, such as scrubbing in and assisting with procedures. I have a passion for helping people, and I believe that endoscopy nursing is a rewarding career. What do you believe are the roles and responsibilities of an endoscopy nurse? Interviewers will ask this question to get a better understanding of your understanding of the endoscopy nurse role. They will be looking for a response that highlights the main roles and responsibilities of an endoscopy nurse. Some of the roles are scrubbing in and assisting with procedures, as well as providing post-procedure care. Example answer. I believe that the main roles and responsibilities of an endoscopy nurse are to scrub in and assist with procedures, as well as provide post-procedure care. I also believe that endoscopy nurses play an important role in educating patients and their families about the procedure and what to expect before, during, and after the procedure. Describe the process of scrubbing in for a procedure. The interviewer will ask this question to test your technical skills. Normally, this question is asked after the interviewer has asked you about your experience in scrubbing in for a procedure. When responding to this question, you should describe the process of scrubbing in for a procedure in detail. Example answer. The process of scrubbing in for a procedure includes washing your hands and forearms with soap and water, applying an antiseptic solution to your hands and forearms, and then drying your hands and forearms with a sterile towel. After that, you will need to put on surgical gloves, a gown, and a mask. Once you are fully dressed, you will need to wash your hands and forearms with soap and water again. Finally, you will need to apply an antiseptic solution to your hands and forearms once again. Describe a time when you had to deal with a difficult patient. This is a behavioral interview question that is asked to test your people skills. Remember, it is in human nature to have difficult patients. Therefore, when responding to this question, you should choose a situation where you dealt with a difficult patient professionally and compassionately. Example answer. I remember one time when I had to deal with a patient who was extremely anxious about the procedure. I tried my best to calm the patient down by explaining the procedure in detail and assuring the patient that I would be there for him every step of the way. I believe that by remaining calm and compassionate, I was able to help the patient through a difficult situation. What are your strengths and weaknesses as an endoscopy nurse? This is a common interview question that is asked to get a better understanding of your strengths and weaknesses. When responding to this question, you should choose one or two strengths that are relevant to the endoscopy nurse role. Also, one weakness that will not have a major impact on your ability to perform the job. Example answer. I believe that my strengths include my attention to detail and my ability to stay calm under pressure. I also have a great deal of experience in endoscopy nursing. My weakness is that I sometimes have difficulty delegating tasks. However, I am working on delegating more so that I can have a better work-life balance. What do you think are the most important qualities of an endoscopy nurse? This is yet another common endoscopy nurse interview question meant to test your understanding of the role. When responding to this question, you should highlight qualities such as compassion, attentiveness, and detail-oriented. Example answer. I believe that the most important qualities of an endoscopy nurse are compassion, attentiveness, and detail-oriented. Endoscopy nurses need to be compassionate to provide comfort and support to patients before, during, and after the procedure. They also need to be attentive to closely monitor patients and look for any changes in their condition. And finally, they need to be detail-oriented to accurately document patient care and ensure that all necessary steps are taken during the procedure. What do you think sets your experience apart from other endoscopy nurses? When attending an endoscopy nurse job interview, you will likely be up against other candidates with similar levels of experience. Therefore, it is important to highlight what makes you unique. When responding to the question, focus on your past experiences and strengths that make you the best candidate for the job. Example answer. I believe that my experience sets me apart from other endoscopy nurses. I have worked in a variety of settings, from small community hospitals to large academic medical centers. I have also gained a great deal of experience in different aspects of endoscopy nursing, from preoperative assessment to postoperative care. In addition, I have a strong research interest and have been involved in some studies. I believe that my diverse experience and skills make me the best candidate for the job. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? This is a common interview question that is asked to get an idea of your long-term career goals. Every employer wants to hire someone who is committed to the organization and has long-term career goals. Therefore, when responding to this question, you should focus on your plans to continue working as an endoscopy nurse and advancing your career within the organization. Example answer. In 5 years, I see myself continuing to work as an endoscopy nurse. I would like to continue to advance my career within the organization by taking on additional responsibilities, such as serving on committees or participating in research projects. I would also like to further my education by pursuing a master's degree or certification in endoscopy nursing. Workplace conflict is inevitable. How do you deal with conflict? This question is designed to test your ability to handle conflict professionally. Colleagues will not always see eye to eye, and it is important to be able to handle conflict constructively. Interviewers will want to know your strategies for dealing with workplace conflict. Example answer. I believe that workplace conflict is inevitable and that it can be beneficial if handled in the right way. I remember a time when I disagreed with a colleague about the best way to care for a patient. We were both passionate about our beliefs and it led to a heated argument. However, we were able to calm down and have a constructive conversation about our different points of view. We ultimately found a compromise that we were both happy with. I believe that this is an example of how conflict can be beneficial if it is handled in the right way. Thanks for watching the video. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the Fixed Career YouTube channel to get the latest and greatest career advice from us. If you want to learn more about this subject, head out to the Fixed Career website from the links in the description. From there you can find additional information about these interview questions as well as other helpful career advice and resources. I wish you the best of luck with your upcoming job interview. Thanks for watching. Bye.